Hey, and welcome back to Cooking with Danny Ray. This is a very special episode where I feature fennel pollen and its wonderful marriage with pork. Oh, it's yummy, yummy, yummy. Welcome back to Cooking with Danny Ray.
Hello, and welcome back to Cooking with Danny Ray. We're going to do a very special dish today that I've done a couple times, and I just love it. Uh, this is a pork tenderloin, a very tender piece of pork. I will be using thyme. That's, I don't know, might be a half a tablespoon or something. I will be using rosemary, finely chopped. That's also about half a tablespoon. I will be using some garlic, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. And I will be using fennel pollen. If you've never seen or heard about fennel pollen, you're in for a real treat this time. Let me grab a spoon here. And this stuff isn't as expensive as saffron, by the way, but it comes in a close second. Now this is a half a tablespoon. So I figure probably what I'll end up doing is doing about a tablespoon. So there is one of those, and two of those. God, that smells good. And to that concoction right there, forgot about something. My favorite salt container. I'm going to throw a little salt in there and some freshly ground black pepper. Oh yeah. Now, to that mixture, this is garlic, fresh garlic, flavored olive oil, and I'm going to pour in, probably a good solid tablespoon or two. And simply stir that around until it mixes up well, and then we're going to put it on this bad boy. Yeah. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a few small slits in the meat, and we're going to throw in garlic. There you go. We want up the pike here ways. All right, that is looking very, very good, sir. Oh yeah. And maybe one more time up here. And we'll probably take whatever is left, put most of it in this little slit here. That is very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. I think the middle one needs a little help there, maybe, huh? And I got one more little bunch right there. All right. Now that we have done that, kind of close you back up there a little bit. Looking good. Now we're going to have some fun here. Oh yeah. Let's get some players in the pool. Now, since this is a concoction of olive oil and some great herbs, I am going to take a little bit of care to spread this around nicely. There we go. Looking good. We're going to flip you over. And once we flip you over, that will probably put a bunch on the other side, on the underside here, and oh yeah, fun, isn't it? That's what I'm after right there. Awesome, awesome, and awesomer. Okay, look, here's the deal. We are going to let this sit and collect some flavor and stuff for probably an hour or so, and then I will be back, and we are going to brown it on all sides in a cast iron skillet. And then once we do that, we're going to slip it in a 350-degree oven for 15-20 minutes, maybe. We're going to keep a close eye on it. Thanks for tuning in to Cooking with Danny Ray, and we'll be back in just a minute. Thanks. Hi there. Welcome back to Cooking with Danny Ray. This is my Fennel Pollen pork tenderloin that we have had sitting out for about an hour so it can take in all these flavors that we're talking about. You've got thyme, you've got rosemary. It is stuffed with garlic, as you can see here, and then of course fennel pollen. Fennel pollen gives off a remarkable flavor. Now what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to brown this bad boy on all sides, and then we're going to put it in the oven for a little bit. Yeah, buddy. Dump you, because we're going to put it in the oven in this cast iron skillet. And here's what I would tell you. This is going to take a few minutes, and I won't bore you with watching all of this, but I'll bring you back when it's all brown and we're getting ready to put it in the oven. And thanks again for watching Cooking with Danny Ray. All right, folks, we are back. This thing is getting a beautiful crust on it, by the way. If you can see that right there, looking gorgeous. The oven is up to temp, and I am slipping this bad boy in here right now. Boom. 350. We're going to give it about 15 minutes, give or take. I'm going to check its temperature to be sure it's somewhere around 140. All right. In about 15 minutes, I'll be back. All right, folks, your favorite home cook is back. You're Cooking with Danny Ray. Now, we just took this out of the oven, checked its temperature. It is at least 140 everywhere. So I am taking it out of this pan. I'm putting it on my cutting board to let it rest. And that pan is hot. It's even hot through the oven glove here. Now, we're going to let this thing rest for 15-20 minutes or so. And then I'll come back and I'll cut you a slice and we'll see how it tastes. What do you think? You are Cooking with Danny Ray. Hey, you are Cooking with Danny Ray. I'm going to talk about this pork tenderloin that I'm working on for you. This thing is beautiful. It just came out of the oven, 350 at about 15 minutes after being browned on all sides in the cast iron skillet. You just simply slip the cast iron skillet in the stove and let it cook for about 15 minutes. This thing is really marvelous. It's a great flavor. If you've never had fennel pollen, it really adds something special to pork especially. And I am going to give it a minute to rest, about 15 minutes to rest, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to cut you a slice and give you a taste. I'll be back in a minute and you'll be back cooking with Danny Ray. Fennel pollen, a tremendous spice that I haven't had much experience with, but this has certainly been a winner as far as I'm concerned. Now, this is the sort of the unveiling, I guess you'd say. I am going to cut you a slice and let you have a bite, sort of, kind of. It has been resting here for a little while. I'm just going to kind of cut down here in the middle somewhere. Beautiful color, kind of medium rare. You know, in the old days, you'd be scared to death that you're going to get trichinosis or something from pork, but that's not the pork today. It can be cooked at a kind of a medium rare temperature and be very, very palatable. Now, I am going to slice a little piece here. It looks absolutely beautiful. And here, I'm going to let you have a bite and see what you think. Once again, I want to thank you guys very much for watching Cooking with Danny Ray. Get my hair out of my face. Be sure to comment on this video and let me know what you think. Good, bad, indifferent, it's okay. And let me know if you've got any suggestions for other videos. I've got a couple of really good ones coming up for you. I'll throw out a teaser when I'm getting ready, okay? And thank you again for watching Cooking with Danny Ray.
Thanks again for watching Cooking with Danny Ray. Very special episode about fennel pollen and pork. Thanks again for watching Cooking with Danny Ray.